Well, happy Friday. Happy Friday. At least I'm recording this on a Friday, so it may be a Monday when you are watching this. So I'm doing another Get Ready with Stacy. I'm going to be doing my skincare Get Ready, and then we actually have some fall and holiday products out that we are launching. So I'm just going to talk while I do this. So I've cleansed my face. Already cleansed my face, and now I'm going to go ahead and put on my Serum CE. So vitamin E, vitamin C. It's an amazing booster. So, and we have boosters too. I just am not putting that on this morning because I did my retinol last night, and so the booster that I normally use today, I'm just not going to be putting on. Okay, and then the next thing is my lifting serum. Got to have my lifting serum, 2 pumps. I call it the turkey neck right here, okay? It lifts and firms the skin. You can apply it all over your face, but this one is, the one I'm applying on now retails for $74, and the one I put on before retails for $60, $65, I think it is. And so I do that all over my face, but not as much down here. And then I really focus on it down here, morning and night, okay? And that's gonna keep that nice and lifted and firmed. Okay, then the next product I'm gonna do is my eyes. My eyes, or your eyes, our eyes, are a third less thick. I know there's plenty of product in here. Your eyes are a third less thick. I don't know why I'm using this finger. That's not the finger that you want to use. You want to use your ring finger because your ring finger has the weakest muscle. And you need to treat your eye like tissue paper, okay? So especially if you are contact lens wearer, you want to make sure that, and I do a light coat up top here, because I'm going to be putting shadows on, and I want to make sure that that dries. So usually I make sure I always get a little light coat on. Now I'll put it heavier at night, you know, so it can hydrate, tighten, firm, moisturize. And if you ever have any darkness under your eyes, it's probably just because you didn't get enough sleep, but some of us have hereditary, right? So around the eye area. And we have a new amazing concealer and under eye corrector. It's still the great formula. In fact, it's an enhanced formula that's even better, that I love. But it comes in 2 shades now, okay? So ivory beige and then like a deep dark beige bronze. Okay, so then my favorite product, Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. It took me a while to say that. I'm gonna put a little bit here, a little bit, look, no lines. If you go back to my videos before, you'll see lines. Here in your 11s, on your forehead. This is a scar, so I'm not gonna get, or that right there, I'm not gonna get rid of that. And then I do my marionette, and then over here, especially if you're a smoker, and if you got some down here, you can do that there. Okay, so what this product does, I think I need to explain a little bit more to this product because everybody that uses it keeps using it, but I think they might not know exactly what it does. It's like Botox. Everybody knows the word Botox, right? So what Botox does is it relax your muscles, okay? So it relaxes the muscles, and therefore you have no lines. But sometimes you'll get a frozen face, or if you do too much, right? It like tightens it way too much. And so our Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter, that's what it does. It relaxes the expression lines. And over time, makes them tighter as well. So really the only ones that I've still got, you know, here, and I'm not super faithful at doing it morning and night. I'm always faithful doing it in the morning, but I have all my stuff here in my studio. I need to get another one in my bedroom, so I have it at night. Okay, So I have that on. This goes on last before you put your moisturizer on. So whatever you're doing after your cleanser, eye creams, supplements, serums, boosters, any of those, all that stuff goes on, and then the deep wrinkle limiter goes on right before your moisturizer. And then when you apply your moisturizer, what the moisturizer does is it just seals everything and keeps everything underneath of your skin. And then it's going to work throughout the day. So it's going to protect you from daytime damage. And then we also have a day solution. Where do I have that at? I'm prepping for a class tomorrow. And I think I packed that already. Travel roll-up bag. If you do not have a travel roll-up bag, you're going to want one of these. Okay, especially if you got college students, there's 4 pockets. You can put bathroom toiletries in one, and they rip right off. They come right off. So you can put your makeup in one. So if you're late going to work and you're like, I'm going to be late, but I can't forget my makeup. I don't want it all over the car. I don't want it all over my purse or my bags. Then you can put it in here. Okay. So here is your day solution. It has SPF of 30 in it. So this actually goes over top of your moisturizer. And it's going to protect you from the UVA rays, which are aging, and the UVB rays, which are burning. Okay. Put that back in so I don't forget it for the class tomorrow. And for any of you that maybe are not familiar with how Mary Kay works, is we do individual appointments, individual facials, we do parties, we do classes, we do a lot of fun things, and there is no cost for it, you guys. There's no cost for it at all, because I would want to try something before I purchase it. Oh, I want you to see my new cup. I want you to see my new cup, Chasing, what's it say? Chasing Dreams and Pink Cadillacs. If you're not in a Cadillac at the moment, you're always in qualification for the Cadillac, right? And so then I have my fun little cup, and this is my QR code on there. So if you are, this will take you straight to my website. So if for some chance you try to do this and you can't, let me know so I can figure out a different way. And if you do it and it works, let me know, so then that way I know that it works. Okay, so I'll kind of leave that there. Leave it sit there. Flip back. There, I'll leave it right there. Okay, so we have done my moisturizer. We've done the day cream. And then we also have, I should not have packed before I did this morning. We have the foundation primer, which has SPF 15 in it as well. And so you need just a little bit. And what this is going to do is it's going to get into all of your pores on your face. Education moment. We have over 20,000 pores on our face. 20,000. That's a lot, right? So that's why we want to make sure that we get it in there. Okay, next is one of our, I only have a sample of it so far. I can't order the new product until the 26th, but you can pre-order it. I do have the prices of it, so you can pre-order it. This is the under eye corrector that has the peach in it. Let's see. And like, I feel like it's enough for like 4 or 5 days, because I've used it on a couple of my customers to get their opinion on it as we're entering them into the makeover contest. But I think I might be done. Oh, nope. Whole nother application right there. And they say when you get a sample to just like put a pinhole in it, because then the product ends up staying it has, it ends up staying moisturized. Sometimes they'll dry out if you leave a tube open or something, and so it helps. So you can see, I'm going to move you over so I feel like I'm looking at you too, because without my glasses, I cannot see. Oh, I have this fun glass. I have this fun glass that it's got up one side and you flip it over to the other side. I'm still figuring out how to do it. But for those of you that like really, 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 really can't see, I think it would be beneficial for you. My girlfriend Julie, she finds all the bougie and awesome gadgets. So she finds them for me, and then I'm like, ooh, and then I tell my customers. So you can see I finally got my eyebrows done. Yay! They were getting bad. Probably should do them myself, but then I would be taking the blessing away from somebody else, right? Okay, so I have the concealer on, and you'll see that it's an amazing, I love the color, I love the coverage, it's not drying. Okay, so we have that on. Okay, and for those of you that are rewatching this, I think you can hit the ×2 button. So as I'm talking, or maybe it's taking me a little bit longer to put something on, you can fast forward through it. My regular foundation brush, it's called a liquid foundation brush. It allows you to get your foundation on super fast and nice and even. And you'll see that it gives really good full coverage. So the foundation that I'm using today is our 3D foundation. And if you go to my website, which is right here, we have a new foundation tool. It's an app. I believe it's an app. And you can go on and you take a picture. You just want to have a clean face, right? And take a picture. And it will tell you your foundation shade. So for those of you that are my customer, I'm going to challenge you to take it and see if it is your foundation shade, okay? See if we have the correct shade. Mine was off, but I think it's because I was lighter here than I am here. I'm pretty dark right now since it's the end of the summer. Okay, so see, it's just amazing coverage. And you'll see that I started with that birthmark there on my face, and it will be gone. Some days it comes back, and you can see it a little bit more, but I can cover it some. Okay, now I'm going to do my eyeliner next. A lot of people will ask, do you do your eyeliner before or after you put on the shadows? I always put mine on before because I want it to stick to my skin. The eyeliners are waterproof, but they're smudgeable and they're workable. So you can put it on and then still use a smudger brush, because I don't know about you, but anybody or every day when I put mine on, I never get it perfect, right? Unless I'm pulling my eye. And if we're pulling our eye, then we're going to age ourselves, because remember, we need to treat our eyes like tissue paper. Okay, so I've got that on. Now I'm going to use my eyeliner brow brush. Just kind of go in and make it smooth. Okay, see? And you can even do like what I'll do maybe sometimes is just pull a little bit down here from whatever is left on my brush. Because when you apply eyeshadow on the bottom, it makes your eyes smaller. And my eyes aren't super big, so I don't need to do that. Okay, brow tint. I've been using the brow toolkit, and those are limited. I'm going to use my brow tint now that I have my brows done. Look at that, you guys. Voila! And we have them in different colors. We have a brow pencil as well. But I just feel the brow tint lasts so much longer. See the difference? It's amazing. Some days it takes me 2 minutes, some days it takes me a little bit longer. But for those of you that have sparse eyebrows, this brow tint is absolutely amazing. Okay, that's the brows. Okay, so I'm not gonna show you, well, I can show you this. This is the palette, but I'm not gonna show you all of the colors because not everybody knows what's coming out. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a fun little look with it. What I can tell you about the fall colors that are coming out is there's 4 of them. So there's 6 of them in this palette, and there's 4 of them that are shiny and 2 that are matte. So I'm using one of the colors for up top here. I'm using another for right here in the crease. These are your lighter ones in the palette. Okay, now I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to use one of the matte ones. Whoops, I don't need this. Well, I already got the product on there. I need the crease brush. That's the one that I need. So I'm going to put this one in my crease. And get my eye opened up a little bit more. Kind of just pull it in. When I work with new colors, I see how dark they are, or I see how they're going, you know, how much I'm going to need. Then it goes a lot faster than when you're putting it on. So I try to help my customers get a palette that works for them. So then that way when you're applying and you're getting ready in the morning, it's not going to take you, you know, a long time. This is the eye blending brush, my favorite brush. Okay, so 1, 2, so I've used 3 of the colors. I'm going to use 1 more. Yeah, I know I love this one. Now there's going to be a whole bunch of different looks that you can make with this, but this is really pretty, really pretty. Okay, so these are going to be amazing fall holiday, but also for gifts, stocking stuffers, Secret Santas. Beautiful color. Okay, today I'm going to be using our newest mascara, which is our Mary Kay New Heights is what it's called. And it has the curvy wand. Okay, so everybody's different. Some people like curvy wands, some people like straight wands. My lash intensity is always my go-to because it has vitamin E in it. And so it helps condition my lashes. I'll have to look and see if vitamin E is in this one. And I love how it's curved on the bottom because then it's easy to get on the bottom of your lashes. Mary Kay always recommends 1 or 2 to 3 coats of mascara. So that's why I use 2 different mascaras. And you'll see I haven't dipped back into the mascara. Because when you dip back into the mascara, you guys, it creates air pockets and then builds bacteria. And so if you're twirling and twirling the wand before you bring it out, you will have enough product for the application. And you just keep twirling the wand. And you'll see how full I got them. Okay, is there anybody here that loves cream cheek? Cream cheek. Oh, I'm going to show you one of our cream cheeks that we have coming out. Okay. I'm not going to tell you the name. I think we have 3 or 4. I'm just going to squeeze it out. Now, one thing you want to make sure you're doing with the cream is, especially if you want to make sure that your foundation is, dry, and you're just going to kind of put it on there. And you don't want to go like super hard because then you're going to just wipe your foundation off. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of like pat it. Okay, beautiful, super easy. So that is the tip and trick to your cream cheek colors, because you don't want to pull that off. Especially, I don't want to pull it off on this side, right? Because I've got that, I have my birthmark there, and so I want to keep that covered up. So not this, pat, pat, pat. Beautiful. Some people will use it for a lip color. But guess what? We have a lip color coming out too. Not going to tell you what it is, but I'll show you the color. Or should I say one of the colors. Okay, August 26th, I will be able to order all of the products, and I'll be able to show you, or I can tell you all the stuff that you can get, so you can order them. But from your beauty consultants, if you've seen this, you can go ahead and pre-order from them. It will not show you on the website until September 15th. So on the website, it will not show you until September 15th. But if you are one of my customers, you will get a catalog in the mail from me. And if you are not one of my customers but would like to be one of my customers, just reach out to me and let me know, and we will get you. Let me put it up here a little bit. Well, actually, I don't need to do that. I can just kind of hold it. I can hold it here for a minute, and you can go in, you can register, you can send me comments, you can ask for a sample packet. I have a YouTube channel, which is Beauty by Stacey Walter. And on there, I have a link tree, and it shows you all of the ways that you can connect with me. So let's connect. Let's figure out what beauty solutions or skincare solutions or body care solutions that you need. I would love to help you out. Have a great weekend.